Hello and very good evening to all of you. Welcome you to this weekly current affairs session. We are going to discuss all those important happenings around the globe in India and the regionals. Apart from this all, we will also discuss some sort of miscellaneous topics which are very important for your examination like NDS, CDS, FCAT and or any defense examination. Apart from this, these topics are going to help you in SSB interview as well in the form of GD lecturate and in personal interview. So ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much time, we will start here. So what would be the contents of discussion? First of all, we'll discuss the international issues. Then we'll discuss the issues of national affairs and regional and state affairs. Then after the sports, defense, and the miscellaneous, which will cover like important dates, persons, and places in news, etc. So let's move forward for the. So first of all, very important international issues is that the World Health Organization, it is about WHO, where the first malaria vaccine has been approved. So this is a very good news that for the first time, the first malaria vaccine has been approved. And what is its name? That is RTSS. This is the important names of malaria vaccine. The vaccine is developed by British drug maker, GSK, that is GlaxoSmithKline. Many vaccines exist against viruses and bacteria, but this was the first time that the WHO recommended broad use of a vaccine against a human parasite. This vaccine acts against Plasmodium falciparum, one of 5 parasite species and the mostly deadly. What are the major symptoms of malaria? That is also area of concern which you should know. That is a fever, headache, and muscle pain. Then cycles of chills, fever, and sweating. Some sort of shivering is there in these chills. The patient who is suffering with malaria. It happens due to the mosquito's bite. So what is its name? Its name is RTSS, and the vaccine is developed by British drug maker GSK, GlaxoSmithKline. Next, we will see that we have that the India-UK begin 2-week military exercise in Uttarakhand. Ladies and gentlemen, why these military exercises are conducted? That is again a common question. See, these exercises are conducted to build good relation with the military, two friendly nations militaries, and also to exchange their ideas and the techniques which are being used in that particular military exercises. So that are being exchanged by both the troops. So it was the 6th edition of India-UK joint company level military exercise, which has taken place in Uttarakhand, Chobatia, Uttarakhand. The troops of two countries will also share the experiences that they have learned during the conduct of several military operations in their respective countries and overseas engagements. So why these military exercises are conducted, that is understood to all of us, that it is to exchange the ideas and techniques which each of the troops have learned during their trainings, so that with the friendly nations, these military exercises are conducted. So India-UK 2-week military exercise is conducted in Chobatia, Uttarakhand. Then we'll move forward with the news of India agrees to $200 million line of credit. So what is line of credit? Again, you should know, line of credit is a limit has been given to Kyrgyzstan. Capital is Bishkek. Bishkek is capital, and this country is surrounded by China, Uzbekistan, and then Tajikistan is there, Kazakhstan is there. So this is a landlocked country, and its capital is Bishkek. India has agreed to provide $200 million line of credit. Line of credit means this country can take loan of this maximum amount of $200 million from India. So this is about this. These steps are taken to build good relation with the countries. Next, we will see. So before we complete this international news, I would like to make you aware all that what are the courses do we learn, do we run in SSB Sure Shot Academy. These courses are There's a 14-day online SSB course by General Bhakuni sir. In this, everything will be conducted virtually by General Bhakuni sir and our psychologist, Miss Kavita Modi. And the same course of the same duration also we run in the academy. For that, you will have to visit to our any of the two branches, that is Chandigarh and in Bangalore. And personality development online classes we have by General Bhakuni sir. We also have English spoken course. If some of you finds not that good in English speaking, you can join our English spoken course. That is also 14 days. Apart from these all personality development courses, we have NDA and CDS written courses. We also have special subject-wise written courses. These all are provided online and offline both. To get more queries regarding these all courses, you can contact to these two numbers. And to get periodic discount, you can download our SureShot app from Play Store, and there you can see we have various periodic discount on most of the courses. Now we will move towards the national news. In national affairs, you will find that newest tiger reserve in Chhattisgarh have been approved by National Tiger Conservation Authority. So this is the fourth tiger reserve in this area in Chhattisgarh. So now we need to understand what are the other areas was combined to make this fourth tiger reserve. These are the areas of Guru Ghasidas National Park and Tamor Pingla Wildlife Sanctuary as a tiger reserve. It is located in the northern part of the state, bordering Madhya Pradesh and Jharkhand. This is the fourth tiger reserve in Chhattisgarh. Udanti, Sitandi, Achanakmar, and Indravati are the other tiger reserves. Then we'll see next the national news we have that the PM Modi addressed 28th National Human Rights Commission Foundation Day program on 12th October 2021. So from this, what is most important, that the National Human Rights Commission, that is NHRC of India, is a statutory body, not constitutional body. It is a statutory body which was formed, constituted on 12th October 1993 under the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. This is again important for serious student, mostly in current affairs, that this body is a statutory body. In polity section, this can be asked for the promotion and protection of human rights and dignity of the marginalized people. That is the aim of this body. Next, we will see that the AIMS launched dental hygiene app for children. So the Healthy Smile app, is a bilingual app developed through the AIMS Intermural Research Grant, has features such as musical 2 minutes brushing timer with motivational songs, brushing demonstration videos, preventing dental care tips, oral care tips, and many more in this app. AIMS authorities said that this was felt to be required because dental caries was found to be prevalent in the pediatric population in the country to the extent of 40 to 50%. So this was again a good step in the field of hygiene maintenance. We'll see next, Telangana has recently celebrated its Batukama festival in the state. This is a 9-day floral festival. It is like Navaratri in North India. Batukama festival begins on the day of Mahalaya Amavasya, and the festival continues till 9 days, ending on the day of Durga Ashtami. So this is about the Telangana Batukama festival. Next, we see that Telangana Uttarakhand introduced mobile court units. So what is the importance of this? It is a kind of subordinate court, you can say. It is not the justice cannot be given on this, but it can support to the process of giving justice. So Telangana and Uttarakhand have become the first states in the country to introduce mobile court units. The mobile court units is the key word of this, to allow witnesses and victims, including women and children, to record evidence from remote locations under circumstances which do not permit them to appear before courts in person. It means in some circumstances, they can record the verdicts and the witnesses. The aim is to allow recording of evidence of women and child victims or witnesses, doctors and medical practitioners and investigation officers on demand. The mobile court unit facility is meant for subordinate courts, as I already have told you. Then we will move forward. Next, we have the GI tag again is in news. Tamil Nadu has been awarded a geographical indication as Kanyakumari clove. Kanyakumari clove has been given GI tag. The unique clove spice grown in the hill of Kanyakumari district in Tamil Nadu. And apart from this, one other traditional dye-painted figurative and patterned cloth called Karupur Kalamkari paintings and the wood carvings of Kallakurichi from Tamil Nadu have also received GI tags. So here you can see here, it is the Karupur Kalamkari paintings of Tamil Nadu and the Kanyakumari clove. These two were given in Tamil Nadu the GI tag. Next, we will see here that the Delhi government has launched one of the important program, that is Desh Ke Mentor. So this Desh Ke Mentor program entails adopting 1 to 10 government school students who can be mentored by citizens who are successful in their respective fields. So those citizens who are successful in their respective field, they will provide mentor to the students. The Delhi government had in August announced the Bollywood actor Sonu Sood will be the brand ambassador. So what can be the questions? Who is the brand ambassador of Desh Ke Mentor program, which has been launched by Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi? So that is Sonu Sood. Next is mentor will take out 10 minutes every week to guide students over the phone. And interested citizens can adopt between 1 to 10 children studying in the city's government school as part of the initiative. So this is again one of the good initiative for the student of Delhi. Next comes Tamil Nadu said to be first state to get kids COVID-19 vaccine. But it has not been given yet, approved yet, but it is just a proposal. Tamil Nadu is to become the first in the country to administer COVID-19 vaccine to those aged 2 to 18 years. The center has made a formal announcement on the vaccine and sent the proposal for the expert opinion. And once Tamil Nadu gets the nod, the state would be the first to administer the vaccine. So it has not yet approved. An expert panel of the Central Drug Authority has recommended granting emergency use authorization of Bharat Biotech Covaxin for children and adolescents in the 2 to 18 years age group in certain conditions. If it is approved by the Drugs Control General of India, it would be the second COVID-19 vaccine after Jados Cadilla's needle-free Jacob D to receive emergency use authorization for the people below 18 years. Next, we will see here in sports, we have very interesting facts in the news. Ireland's Amy Hunter, the young student from Ireland, becomes world's youngest ODI centurion. So you can see here, she is Amy Hunter from Ireland. Amy Hunter hit 121 not out on her 16th birthday against Zimbabwe. So exactly at the age of 16, she has hit this 121 runs, and by this she became world's youngest ODI centurion. Who was before that? Before that, India had that record, which was grabbed by Mithali Raj when she was of 16 years and 205 days in the year 1999. Now she is of 38 years old. So this record has been broken by Amy Hunter of Ireland. This is again an important question. Next, we will see, we have, yes, again in news, Mahendra Singh Dhoni becomes first in world cricket to captain in 300 T20 games. Yes, of course, he's very expert, and captaincy is almost every time appreciated by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And again, it has become a record. Next, we will see that we have Indian Army contingent departs for Indo-US Joint Military Exercise, which is Exercise Yuddha Abhyas 2020 in Alaska. So mostly the name is being asked in the exam, and this is important for FCAT examination. Mostly, there is no guarantee that it won't be asked in NDA and CDS, but it is important for any defense examination. See, exercise Yuddha Vyas is conducted with which of the following countries can be the questions. So it is with USA, and Indo-USA joint military exercise is Yuddha Vyas. In 2021, it was conducted in Alaska. That is an important point here. Then we see here, we will now move towards the obituaries. Telugu filmmaker B. Gopala. Now, before we move to the obituaries, here awards we will discuss in the miscellaneous sector. So see here, the Telugu filmmaker B. Gopala chosen for Satyajit Ray Award. So he's the Mr. Satyajit Ray, Mr. B. Gopala, who has been chosen for the Satyajit Ray Award. Here in this picture, you can see this is Mr. Satyajit Ray was awarded with Oscar. So the award is instituted by the Satyajit Ray Film Society, Kerala, a state-based organization. The award comprised of artists 10,000 cash prize and a memento and a plaque. We will next move towards the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Award for Excellence. So Dr. Randeep Guleria bags Lal Bahadur Shastri National Award for Excellence. The Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu presented 22nd Lal Bahadur Shastri National Award for Excellence to the eminent pulmonologist and director of AIIMS, Dr. Randeep Guleria at Upa Rashtrapati Niwas. He lauded Dr. Guleria's devotion to duty and in nurturing the Department of Pulmonary Medicine and Sleep Disorder in AIIMS. Next, we have the obituaries we will discuss now. 85-year-old father of Pakistan's nuclear bomb, Abdul Qadir Khan, passed away on 10th October. So the atomic scientist Dr. Khan has held as a national hero for transforming Pakistan into the world's first Islamic nuclear power and for his contribution in enhancing the country's defense capabilities. So we'll move forward. The renowned actor Nedumudi Venu passed away. He was a National Award-winning actor, and he won 3 National Film Awards and 6 Kerala State Film Awards for his performance. And his career as a theatre artist with the plays of Kavalam Narayanam Panikkar he has begun with. Next, we see here the World Day Against the Death Penalty. So of this section, only the theme is important. What is the theme of this World Day Against Death Penalty? Theme is women sentenced to death, an invisible reality. This theme is important. Such cases under hearing in India. So that is why this is important. And it is a day to advocate for the abolition of the death penalty and to raise awareness of the conditions and the circumstances which affect prisoners with death sentences. Next, we have National Postal Day. So why this is important? See, the National Postal Day, you will find here, it is celebrated on 10th October. In India, the National Postal Day is celebrated annually on 10th October as an extension of World Post Day, which is celebrated on 9th October. So always remember the 9th October, on 9th October, World Post Day is celebrated, and India celebrates to extend this day on 10th October. The day aims to commemorate the role played by the Indian Postal Department for the past 150 years, which was founded in 1850 by Lord Dalhousie. It was founded by Lord Dalhousie. Then we see Indian Postal Service is an integral part of India. The Postal Service in India have given the best performance despite the diversity in culture and tradition, many more. So it is the Indian Postal Service. Because of that, we have PIN, the postal index number, which is of 6-digit PIN, was introduced by Sriram Bikaji Valenkar. So this PIN, 6-digit PIN, was introduced by Sriram Bikaji Valenkar, an additional secretary in the Union Ministry of Communication on 15th August 1972. The first digit of the PIN code marks the region, the second digit denotes the sub-region, and the third digit marks the district. The last three digits show the post office under which a particular address falls. So this address and the explanation about knowledge about the PIN are very, very important for the general awareness. Next, we will see that we have International Day of Rural Women 2021, which is also celebrated on 15th October. The theme for this year is Rural Women Cultivating Good Food for All. Let's recognize the work of these heroines in the food system of the world, and let's claim rural areas with equal opportunities for all. So with this, we came to the conclusion of today's weekly session. Again, I would like to tell you all the courses what we run in SSB SureShot Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have both the courses, online and offline as well. If you wish to take classes for CDS, NDA, CAPF, FCAT region courses, you have opportunity to take online and offline both. We have long courses, short courses of 3 months, 6 months, and many more. For the queries, you can contact the number given below, and to get periodic discount on any course, download our application from Play Store. With this, we conclude. Thank you so much.